we go. Hi everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night dance therapy. So happy that you are here. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, aren't we?
We are going to have so much fun.
We are. I don't know when we don't.
I know this is true. This is true. It's kind of like there's a base level of fun, and then it's just up from
there.
Just up from there.
I never go when we turn off. Go, God, that wasn't fun at all.
Well, like, yeah, that was kind of subpar.
Yeah.
Let's aim for subpar today. No, it never happens.
We always have fun with you girls.
It's fun, more fun, or even more fun.
Yes.
It's, layers.
So check in. Say hi. Tell us you're here, that you're ready to rock and roll and dance with us. And I certainly am ready.
Me too.
Very ready.
And tell us if you can see us okay and hear us okay.
Yep. All that good stuff.
And I'm going to go make sure everything is actually working.
Okay.
And you can tell us what we're doing today.
Yeah, we're going to have fun tonight. You saw on the little post before, we're going to look at our rear views. There's some really nice steps that are best done from the back, because you don't just dance at the front, right? You dance sideways, you dance forward, you dance backward. A lot of times there's people all around. This dance is done on all four sides. So whether or not you perform, it doesn't matter, just dancing and regular, having fun. You want to think about your posterior as well as what is in the front. So I put together 6 or 7 steps that we're going to look at and play with and concentrate on that are done when you're going away from things or when you're turned around, diagonal or to the back. So I thought that'd be an interesting topic, because we haven't done that one yet. I think it would be fun. Then I see some people popping up there on screen. So who's here?
We're gonna say hi to Susan.
Hey, Susan's here.
And Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
And Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And Denise.
Denise.
Who says she's in Joshua Tree.
Oh my gosh. Which Denise?
Denise Ross.
Ross. Oh my goodness. Joshua Tree. Wow. You are somewhat close. She's only a couple hours away.
Wow.
We haven't been this close in years.
Oh, wow. How cool that there's belly dancing happening in Joshua Tree and here at the same time.
Denise and I go way back. Way back. All right. Anybody else?
No, that's
Not
it
yet?
for now.
Okay.
Let me look again.
Is Abby here yet?
No, Abby. I'm going to scroll up before just to make sure. Yep. Oh, that's it for right now.
Hopefully she will join us.
Other people will join us.
All right. So let's move a little bit. We're going to do Frank's wonderful music from Middle-Earth. Get a little movement happening, and then we'll dance. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with a shimmy. So loosen up those legs, toes forward. You're going to be straight leg shimmying with the knees pushing to the back. Just stomach in. Take your tailbone, tuck your pelvis, and tilt that tailbone down and under. There we go. That's looking good. Get everything flopping around back there. It should feel very loose. Very loose.
It's nice to loosen it up.
Yeah, it's good to loosen. Oh. Now let's swing your arms. And then reach up. Keep your shimmy going. Might as well do a little layering while we're at it.
Like that.
Shimmy and stretch. Nice straight legs, pushing your knees back, toes forward, engage abs, pull in those abs, lift your hips tall. All that stuff at the same time. Good. All right, widen your base a bit. My feet are slipping, so I don't have to pick them up. I just have to shimmy, let them go, and then hopefully, hopefully no splits will happen. All right, shimmy while you are leaning side to side. See how that feels. Try to hold your weight in the center so you lean down, up, down. You can bring your feet back in a little bit, whatever's comfortable. And up, down, up, down, up, down. Arms out a second. Lift those elbows, raise your hands, drop your shoulders, pull them back and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's go into a rib cage circle. Slowly around. Still shimmying? I hope so. Nice round, horizontal, beautiful rib cage circle. Reverse it. Oh, nice. All right, let's let everything go. I can stop, stop, stop. I can stop the shimmy. Just goes.
Keep going.
Oh, it's like on it
Some
though.
old people said hi. Some
Oh,
people
good.
said no.
All right, we got check-ins. So, big circle on the hips. Who's here?
Bren is here.
Brent's here. Yay! Good. And switch it around, other side. Good. Nice big circles. And push the hips side to side. There you go. Good. Take it up and over. Up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over, up. Lift your heel. Try to keep your shoulders and head in one place. So hold that part still while the rest moves. Good. And a little on the action. Nice little on the bottom. Bend those knees. Sometimes it helps to put the hands on the hips. They help to guide it into the right circle. Reverse. There you go. Good. And let's just push the hip side to side. So from the rear, you have to think about body parts, right? What's back there?
Booty.
That's what's back there. So most everything done from the rear is a hip move. It really makes no sense to do a rib isolation from the back, right? It's just not going to be all that interesting. It'll ignore shoulders. So you have one body part and it's the butt, all right? So that's what we're going to be focusing on. All right, let's shimmy to end the song. Yay. All right. I love that song.
It's a good song,
it's such
yeah.
a classic song. It's just so good. All right, so
Very
let's
energizing.
oh, I love that. It's great. Let's look at the shimmy that we were looking at. There's so many. I mean, there's hundreds of shimmies. So we did the straight leg shimmy. There's the bent knee shimmy, which we focused on a little while back, which we're not going to focus on tonight, except I'm doing it right now. So I'm just showing you straight leg, bent leg, okay? And what we're going to evolve into is a one-legged shimmy. So widen your base a little bit, get your shimmy going, and then shift yourself over to one leg. Do your weighted leg shimmy, let the other leg just be there as a balance. Think about your posture, your stomach, your chest, your ribs, your shoulders, okay? And then shift to the other side, and you're doing, this is called a weighted leg shimmy, obviously, because your weight is on your standing leg, and that's the leg that's shimmying. It's the same shimmy, this back and forth with the knees, it's the same one, it's just only one of them, right? So your knee is going back, 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 back. And it gives you a really nice one-legged shimmy. And the purpose of that is so that other things can happen, right? So when you do a one-legged shimmy, you can be in a really nice pose, and you can be the torso moves and the shoulder, all this stuff can happen, right? On a one-legged shimmy. And then what's really fun is to shift it to the other leg, and that's where the rear view comes in. So everybody turn on a diagonal, okay? You get your weighted leg shimmy going. Now, keep your yourself right where you are, stop that one, start the back. So you're doing this, I'm gonna go slow. Push the knee back, 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 back. Notice my heel. Can we see my heel? Yes. Okay, so notice my heel is not going up and down. My heel is up, it's gonna stay up, and the knee is just gonna push back like crazy. Back, 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 back. Right? Just nice and, yeah, back, 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 back. Nice and fast. Now, it's not that there's no weight, it's not in the air, although it's doing this is what it's doing, right? But the toe is on the ground, the ball of the foot is on the ground. You are pushing into the ground to stabilize. Would you feel that there's not really a weight, it's just kind of a push, so kind of hold on.
Because like you said, you should be able to lift it without having to go like that.
Exactly.
But
so
it's for me, it's almost like I have a tension on the ball of my foot.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. So, and every now and then my other leg will go and I have to stop it. And I'm like, okay, am I doing it? No. All right, so keep your weight forward, put pressure on the back foot, and push that knee to the back, and then switch. Do the weighted leg shimmy on the other side. All right, stop that one, and now back, 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 back on your unweighted leg. So what happens cool about this when you get the unweighted leg, that one glute, that one butt jumps up and down. It goes up, down, up, and it's really, I think it's very cool looking. Very cool looking. So that's why we do it a lot of times on a diagonal, right? So you can see it. And then we do it here. So I'm going to spend a lot of time facing away from you tonight. So
well, luckily we have a mirror,
yeah,
so we can still be talking. I'm
right here, right? But I feel like I'm going to be doing this a lot. But anyway, you'll see. Here we are. Okay, is that a good review? I can't tell.
I'll check.
Is that right? Am I the right angle, or do I need
I'll
more
tell
like
you
this?
in about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, and Abby's here. We can say hi to Abby.
Oh, Abby made it! Yay! Is that making sense?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. That's good. So a lot of times we do this from the back, okay? Because it just looks really good. So shift over and switch to your other side and push back, back, back. And you're going to do it from the rear. And you can also do it 3/4, like kind of like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's almost like this side is pointing at whatever your focal point is. And look how cool that looks, because you can really see. Yeah, I can see yours really well.
That's really cool.
And I can see mine well from here. Looking down, it looks like it's jumping up and down, so hopefully it looks that way to you. And then a lot of times we take the hand down, and you can draw it down and do the wave, like, okay, everybody, look here. And look right there, right? And just see what's going on. So when you're doing an isolated shimmy like that, make sure that it's isolated.
Yeah.
All right? Because my leg, for some reason, my other leg just really wants to join the party tonight. Yeah, so I mean, if I'm doing this and I'm doing all of a sudden, okay, look here. Why? There's no reason, because everything's going, right? So sometimes you have to do a little slower, a little smaller. Make sure that if you're going to isolate, that you are isolated, okay? Now, once you get that hip going there, you can keep the shimmy going, but we're going to look at some shapes that we can make using your glute muscle, your thigh, the ball of your foot to work with one hip, okay? So let's say we're here and we go up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's a really cool step. And just the idea of being able to lift and drop your hip, we're going to take that idea and put it in a whole bunch of format. We talked about quite a few that we've involved this up-down motion. So let's get that going.
Very versatile.
Yes, it is. Just bring your arms in front somewhere here, and up, down. So your up is squeezing your working glute. Your down is either just letting it drop into the knee or squeezing the other side. It just depends on how percussive you want to be. So you could squeeze working hip, support hip, or working hip, drop, just let it go. So a lot of times I'll just squeeze and let it go. Because if you bend your knee and just let it, it'll fall gently. Or you can drop it really more percussively by squeezing the other side. Your choice. All right, so if we take that move and we put the shimmy back in there, so let's get the one-legged shimmy going. So remember, the one-legged shimmy is being the unweighted leg is being done with your knee and your quads, right? So that means your glute is free, in theory.
In theory,
yeah, and it can lift, and it can drop. So lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So I'm squeezing and releasing with my butt muscle. I'm doing the medius minimus, the upper part here. You get a better lift. If you try to squeeze on the lower part, it's going to interfere with the muscle that's doing the shimmy, and you're just going to, you're going to stall.
Pull it this way, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to stall, basically. So don't squeeze down here. Squeeze up here. Yeah, right. Easier said than done, right? Yeah. Okay, if I could.
Wakey.
Yeah, if I could, I would do that. Okay, so here we go. Get the knee going. Your quad, the ball of your foot, hands out of the way now. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and switch sides.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know.
I'm not sure if that was my good side or bad side. So
I'm still fighting with my front
I'm
leg.
hoping that was my not so good side.
All right, here we go. And up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep pushing with the back foot because that's helping the shimmy. And then you squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go. But when you let go, don't stop your shimmy. So it's not shimmy, stop, right? It's shimmy, 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 right? So, bump, 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 bump. Okay.
Yeah,
That takes a
it
bit of effort.
yeah, it really does.
Yeah. All right, so continuing with that, this one little butt action, you can do a 3/4 shimmy, which is, I think, a little easier. So, well, I guess it just depends. So, 3/4 shimmy, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You alternate squeezing your glutes, squeeze left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, or squeezing your legs, right, or contracting your obliques, lift, 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 lift. There's so many ways to do this. So the 3/4 shimmy, you're doing triplets, right? Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we get in our diagonal, one hip, okay, and we go up, we've got a 3/4 shimmy. 1, 2, 3. So you have to squeeze up, release, up to get it to go. Da da da. So I'll do it quick. 1 and 2, or 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I'll try to slow. It's hard to go slow. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Release. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Release. So again, be isolated on this one. It has to be just that one little hip. So
Really
da,
cool
da, da,
if you can.
let it go. Da da da. Let it go. Da da da. Let it go. Realistically, we're not going to let. I'm just showing you the top part. We need to add the bottom part, right? But that's the other side. So remember to go up with your working hip, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. To go down, release, squeeze, release, right? And the other side, your supporting hip, which in this case is my right, is going to 1, 2, 3 to squeeze it. So left and left, right and right, left and left, right and right, left and left, right and right. Da 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 da. It's a little bit of a team effort because when you're doing squeezing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, they're even. They're doing the same thing. When you turn diagonal, yeah.
You have one leg up and the lifting.
Yeah, with the lifting and the up and then, so you have to just play with this one and practice it. It gets a little sticky, but you'll have probably your up or your down will be better, right? It'll be on the way up is going to be easier, or on the way down is going to be easier. So for me, the way up is the way I like us, kind of up, but I can do the bottom, but I have to really have to think about it. So the other thing I do on the way down is I really pull in my stomach, because it can be up and then just wiggle, and up and a wiggle, right? So if you don't pull in and contract, your bottom part might be just all over the place. So contract, 1, 2, 3. Now stomach in, 1, 2, 3. See how it holds it. Are you doing the same thing?
No, mine's opposite. Down is easier for me.
Oh! And what are you squeezing the other glute, or you drop it?
I'm squeezing the other glute to get down.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. But I actually also think about like stopping it on the side.
Oh, right.
Rather than letting it like the reverb.
Yeah. Put the brakes on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then for me, because I have to think about lifting up, I actually feel like I have to feel like, this is a weird thing to say, but my hip is like going up into my ear. Like that's how I have to think about it. Otherwise it doesn't go high enough.
Right.
And then I can't do the down. So you need the up to go down.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes. So let's try 3/4 shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and a up and a down, and a up and a down, up and a down, and a up and a down, da 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 da. Let's switch hips, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So singles, up, down, down, up, down, 3/4, da 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 ba ba bum, and a up and a down, up and a down, and a up and a down, da da dum, da da dum, ba da dum, ba da dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Not so bad. When you do it in context, it's a cool move.
That's a
and
very
then
cool move.
it's really good. And then the push-off step is that position, and your back foot is on the ball, so you push from your back foot to your front foot, and it allows you to move. We're kind of standing still here, but when you bring it in, it's ball, push off, flat. Ball, push off, flat, ball, push off, flat. Okay? So here we are. Ball, push forward, flat. Ball, flat. Ball, flat. So the main thing to remember is when you are on the ball of your one-legged thing, keep your heel up. Do not let your heel, it'll change what your leg does, and your shimmy and they'll just all go away. So, yeah, keep your heel up in the air. So push and push and push. So you can do that just plain, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. It's cool. From the back, da-da, 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 da-da. It's meant to be seen from the back, or 3/4 from the side. It looks really good. And then if we add the 3/4 shimmy, so let's travel. Let's 3/4 shimmy up and down. Let's do it all.
All right. Yes.
All right. There I
think
am.
you're good.
Okay. All right. So ready? Here we go. And up and a down. Da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. It looks so good.
Oh, I love that.
It looks so good.
In a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. All right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. All right, come on over here. Let's do it this way. Other hip. You ready? And up, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. Good job. That side's not as good as my other right side, but that's okay. It's fine. There's always one side better.
So then you did something also when you like looked at your the booty. Because if you're doing it this way, it's not nearly as impressive, I think, as if you like.
If you look
at that booty.
Look what it's doing. I'm fascinated. Aren't you fascinated? I think this is the best thing in the world. You should too. So yeah, where you look or where you put your hand is also important. So that one can be done all over the place, but I really like it from the back and 3/4 back.
Yeah.
So
Particularly.
makes a lovely rear view.
Very nice.
All right, so that's our push off. Let's see, we did that. Da-da, da. Oh yeah. I was just we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this, but when you're in that position, feel free to make shapes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just, all kinds of things that you can do. So you go up, down, up, forward, up, back, circle forward, circle back, all those things. So for example, it could be a little hip isolation, and then da-da-dum, ba-ba-bum, 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 and then something hip, and bum, da-da-da, da-da-da. So you could throw that together, because as long as you've got your butt in the air, and your butt, you get to do stuff, right? So while it's here, make things happen. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So you can do the M's, the N's, the O's, and all that. And that would be from the side, right? And then you just pivot, and then you go into the rear. Because, like I said, you're in the round, right? Don't always dance to the front. Go all over the place. Whether you're just practicing, having fun, just make sure you don't face the same way. Go all over the place. Okay.
And then also it means that you don't always depend on, like if you're in front of a mirror or a camera,
right?
If you're facing this way, you're not dependent on that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all good. All right, so let's look at getting that same position, but let's look at emphasizing the hip going down. Okay, so that we're doing the drop thingy. So that was all the ups and, well, we did the up and the down, but all kind of focusing on lifting that hip. So what we're doing now is going to lift the hip with a contraction of the back, and your foot actually comes off the ground, and then you're going to push it down sharply by contracting the opposite side and stepping on it. Then rock forward, lift it, step back on it, and squeeze the opposite side. And you're going to drop it to the back. All right, so let me get back here. And drop, and drop, drop, and drop, and drop, and drop, drop, and drop. How was that?
Very good on all the things.
Yeah, it's good on the stuff, isn't it? All right, let's go the other way. Here we go. And down, and down, 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 down. So those are hip drops, right? Going back, and that's just, oh, you really have to, to get that baby to drop, you got to squeeze the other side and contract your stomach and lift, because you want to go like this, right? It's like, okay, that's not nearly as pretty.
We're not turning right. It's not that move.
Not quite. Not quite.
Right here.
All right, let's try it one more time. So, lifting, contract right here, lift, tuck abs, squeeze opposite glute, and drop, and drop, and drop, and drop, and drop, and switch sides, drop, 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 drop. It helps when you put your hand there.
It really does.
The hand, like, you will go down, you will drop. That feels much better.
And for me, if I forget about the lift part, then it's much better. If I just concentrate on the drop, then the rest of it comes together. Otherwise, it's not quite,
Okay, so
for me, it just helps me a little bit.
Yeah. There's another thing you can add. You can add a 3/4 shimmy to this.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to. You don't have to.
Let's take it to the next level,
No,
people.
why not?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But let me figure out. Oh, shoot. You're doing it with the other leg. Because you can't really, it doesn't, you can't squeeze. You can't. So you're doing the 3/4 shimmy on the standing leg. You feel that? You're kind of, yeah, it's here.
Okay.
So when we were layering our 3/4 shimmy, bum, it was definitely in the glute muscle. Now you're back in your knees. Here.
Okay.
All right. So it's
because you
1,
need
2,
to
3,
use
1, 2,
this.
3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. You feel that? It's in the.
Yeah, because I have to use my stomach, and all this needs to be dry.
Yes. Yeah, this is busy. This is all busy. It can't do the shimmy at the same time. So
it's more like a pendulum sway kind of feeling.
Exactly. Exactly.
Power piston situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just do it in place, get it going, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm finding it easier to be on the ball. Are you on the ball? And
oh man,
small. It's not pa-pa-pum, 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 pa-pa-pum. It's not precise. It's it's adding just the shimmy on top of this tilt that we're doing, right?
Cool.
It's kind of hard.
It is a little bit tricky. This is for sure.
But I want to show it to you because your body may or may not want to do it, but your brain will start working on it, right? And you'll kind of okay. So keep that one in the back burner because it looks super cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you do that from the back and everything,
it's good looking.
That's nice.
It's good looking. All right, so that's a bunch of stuff in this diagonal position. Let's look now at our Afro-Cuban styling of circles, half circles, 1.5, all that business. All that area. All right, so let's start with half circles, Afro-Cuban style, and then we'll do the 1.5, and then we do the coffee grinder, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it evolves, all right? So I'm going to turn sideways because when you're doing this half circle, it's a hip circle, front and side and front and side and front and side. But not only is it side, it's also pushing back and getting a little arch. Because remember, this is rear view. So it's not just here. See from the back? There it is. Right? You need to stick that baby out. Yeah, look, see, it looks good. Yeah, exactly. So you're circling, half circling, but you're also popping it out, right? So front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. And you get this sort of right? This pulsing action with your torso and the ribs, and that's all good. That you just draw the line when you get kind of up here and don't get the head and don't get all, because it turns into another style, right? So just kind of stay in this range, but half circle, back, 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 front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. And you can see I'm pulsing a little bit, but I'm trying to hold more stable up here. We want to keep it looking nice. We don't want to be too funky with it. We don't want to cross into a different style of dancing. Okay?
Talk about your knees, because your knees are a little bit involved.
Yeah, your knees are pumping, basically, right? So when the hip comes forward and you shift your weight to one side, that's when your other knee and foot step. So it's front, side, step on the opposite side. So on this one, I always say the step is on the opposite side of the hip. So if my hip is to my right, you step left. Bring it around. As soon as your hip goes to the left, step right. Hip right, step left. Hip left, step right. Hip right, step left. It's really hard to say.
I think we might have a question.
Yeah, I see some typing happening. I see some things happening on the screen. So,
Louisa.
Louisa's here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she said cute hair and hot full-side circles.
Oh, good. Yay. Hi.
That's so cool.
Yay. So, yeah, thank you for saying hello. This is great. I've seen quite a few. I'm just watching the screen. I see these little things going on. What does that say? What does that say? All right.
It
So
looks like we have quite a few people joining us
good.
today. Not everybody has said hi, but if you want to say hi, we would love to hear from you.
Yep, check in, guys. Check in. All right, here we go. So this is from the front. You can see it's okay, right? But here's the back. Better, right? Now here's the side. I mean, now the back. This is where you're supposed to see it, right? Is that what you're supposed to be looking at? Right? So it looks really, really good from the back. So what I'm going to rewind. This is something you got to just let it happen. If you think about it, this beautiful thing is going to turn into this.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, because when your brain gets going, it likes to put your hip with your foot. Yeah. Into your brain, they belong together. A lot of times they do, but this style they do not. So the hip goes opposite, opposite, opposite. So you feel like you're kind of diagonal, right? So you have to kind of get that thing going first. Otherwise you're going to be, what do we call the cowboy, right? You're going to be going like this. and you're gonna look like it's you're gonna be doing a cowboy dance.
And then if you like took it one level, it would be like, what's that called in swing night? Like
oh yeah,
one of those? Not that.
Yeah, not that. All right, so
it's a whole nother dive.
Let's get ourselves half circling here and pushing our booty out to the back. All right, now, if you can, if you have room and desire, go ahead and start walking. Opposite foot to hip. Opposite, 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 opposite. Now, hip circle and circle. That goes really nice together. And when if you know that this is a rear view thing, do your hip circle with the emphasis on the back. Right? So, half, 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 hip circle, 1, 2, 3, and half, bum, da, 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 and there, and there, and there, and there. Alright? So you kind of make it emphasize the back. Okay, what does that say?
I'm gonna find out. Louisa says the John Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It kind of is. It kind of is. Yes.
Oh, and then she said, "I'm moving with you." Or don't think about it. She's like, "You're right."
Yeah. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Yeah. It's one of those things. Just kind of start, and then the other way to start is just from the funky side. No technique at all.
Yeah.
Just start pulsing.
Right.
You know, getting into that group, the more funky dancing, right? Where you're going, pumping chest and hip, back, back. And I just have to pull my arms up for this one. That's how it feels. And then I start going to the side. And then once I get that, then I get my arms out of it. And there it is. It's happening. And then you try to step. Right? And you try not to. It's an never-ending battle. As soon as you think about it, boom, you're done. All right, so.
One thing that helps me a lot is to think about leaving your booty behind.
Oh, that's a good thought.
So when I step this way, I'm
Yeah,
leaving my
butt's
booty
behind
behind,
you.
and then
Yeah.
it goes behind that way.
Oh, I love
so
that.
You can go diagonal
Yeah,
backwards and leave it behind.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
just
how
push
I
your
do
booty
that.
and leave it
Leave it
behind
behind you.
Leave it behind you. Back it goes. Back,
Yeah.
back, 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 back. Yeah, that looks great. I love that too. Now let's go ahead and add a 3/4 to this.
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds
Okay.
great. I don't know if I can do it, but let's do it.
So,
It's been a
all right,
while.
so this particular 3/4, let me do it before okay, it's both. It's knee and butt. You can do it either way, or you can combine both.
Okay.
Because I'm doing the glute squeeze here, and now I'm pushing with my knee.
Yeah.
Either one, you get your choice, or both. Do it together. So I'm going to go to the side here. So while you are on your way back, so we're going to diagram this out. You have a half circle, right? You're going here. As soon as you hit center and you're on your way to the side, that's when it happens. 1, 2, 3. On the way back. Center, 1, 2, 3. Center, 1, 2, 3. Center, 1, 2, 3. All right, so you pass the middle and then bump, bump, bump to the side. So let me show you from the back. So center, bump, bump, bump. Center, da, da, da. Center, da, da, da. Center, da, da, da. And da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, how's it look?
It's good to me.
Hopefully, am I doing it?
I'm doing the opposite to you, but it's looking good.
And then you just go crazy. Go crazy. There, go some more. See, it just looks so good. I love this step.
The whole leaving your butt thing also helps.
Yeah,
and
leave
leaving
your
it
butt behind.
It helps with the 3/4 shimmy too.
Yeah,
because
it
you're like,
really does.
1, 2, 3.
You push it back.
Leave it behind. Leave it behind.
Yep.
Leave it behind.
So
That's how I get through the 3/4 shimmy too.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. And what looks really cool is to do 4 plain and 4 peanuts. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8. So
nice.
it's the contrast is nice to do it plain and then boom.
Yeah,
right?
very
But
cool.
doing a 3/4 shimmy to the back is not, it's not an easy thing, right? So you have to work on that, but it's worth working for because that one looks super, super
really,
cool.
It really does.
All right, so now from the half and the shimmy, let's do the 1 1/2 thing with the touch. And that, we do that from either side, but it looks really good from the back. So 1.5, and as you make your half, you stick your foot out, and then 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. And if you are doing it from the rear, again, emphasize the back of your circle. So we could go half, half, 1.5. Half, half, 1.5. Half, half, 1.5. Walk 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And of course, you can put in there the 3/4. You could be 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 1.5, blah, 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 blah. You know, if you're going to 3/4 with it, do at least 4. Because look, and then something else, all right? And you're just, whoa, wait. If anybody blinks,
I
you
was
miss it.
just gonna say that.
Like, no, you blinked, you missed
What
it.
just happened?
Yeah,
Can you do
no.
that again?
Yeah, so more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.5, 1.5, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, 1.5, 1.5. That looks really good. So, those are fun. Those are super fun. All right, let's see. What else? Do we have one more? Push off.
Yes.
No, we did that. Coffee
We did
grinder.
grinder,
Coffee
yeah.
grinder.
I was
Okay.
gonna end the circle
Yeah.
and heart thing.
So yeah, so we're just going to add another variety. So coffee grinder, super old step, but fabulous. So hip circle, opposing rib circle, going. Everybody's going.
Oh, that's the bad side.
Oh
I'm not even sure I can do it. I have to do the other way.
no! We'll get there. We'll get to the other side. I promise.
There we go. Okay.
So,
okay.
Circle one side. You can start with your ribs or your hips, it doesn't matter. So if you're going clockwise, then you counterbalance and add your ribs, right? And then to the other side, counterclockwise, start here, and then release your upper back. Make sure that they're both going together. You can also start with the ribs. Get the ribs going, and then just release your hips. It depends on what your strength is, what you're, so I like to start with my ribs. I think it's easier, so I kind of do undulate, this thing here, and then this all goes, and then it all kind of goes together, right? You can start snaky on the top, add your coffee grinder, then snaky on the bottom. They all kind of flow together. So the coffee grinder looks really cool from the back, and then also we want to add arms. So
while you do it, I think we have one more coming.
Okay. So while we're going around here, get yourself going. Now take your arms. Your arms go the same as your hips, right? You can only go right or left. You only have 2 choices, right? And you have 3 parts. You have arms, ribs, hips. So 2 directions with 3 parts. That means 2 of those parts have to go the same way, right? So what that means is the lower and the upper go the same.
We have to match. All
So
right.
we'll go counterclockwise for Nikki.
Thank you. If I start the good side, then
Yeah.
the other side will be a piece of cake. Well,
So we're going to start at the top because it's easier that way. So arms up. You can leave them up. You can clasp them. You can fold them. It looks good to put your fingers up. You can just interlock, whatever you prefer. But just keep your hands together. Start circling counterclockwise. Now let your ribs join. I do this as a warm-up. If you've taken my class a lot, we do this a lot. All right, now bend your knees and get your hips going. Okay, now if you're going counterclockwise, go ahead and step around. Turn to your left and stay here. Okay, now go half, half, 1.5. Half, half, 1.5. Oh, that looks so good.
It really does.
Do. Bum, 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 bum. That was very fun.
Very nice.
That was cool.
Very nice. And we sneakily did the other side without even trying. So.
There we did. That was
A little
cool.
stealthy.
Yeah,
We didn't do the right side.
Yep. Oh, that was really.
That
I love
was
that.
cool.
Yeah, that looks
was
really
cool.
good. Coffee grinder, just always use it. It's a wonderful step. I love it. Let me see. Oh, one more quick. Okay, we got to do one more quick thing. I thought that was the last thing, but wait, there's more. The classic basic Egyptian to the back.
There we go.
Because you just have to.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So on one hip, basic Egyptian. We're not going to change hips right now. Front, and then take it back. And front, so this would be like front, middle, back, or front, back, and then you aim yourself, and back, 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 back. So it's the opposite of the push-off step.
Okay.
You're in the same position, you're diagonal back, ball flat. On the push-off, you push from back foot to front foot. Back, front, back, front. This is going the other way. It's back, 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 back. Okay, and if you do your front, back, do, a little whatever you're doing, and then here, and then look. Everyone else is going to look at the same time. Or open, and here we go. We're just right there, right? Yeah, so
nice.
It's just it's cute, it's easy. Just do, I would say, minimum of 4. Would you say?
Yeah, otherwise
4
it's
to
not really-
8.
Not really magical.
Yeah, don't do 2, not enough. 4 of them or 8 of them, right?
Yeah.
So front, back, and hold, and emphasize. Let's do a little shimmy, up, down, up. We'll bring that one in. Now back drop, or back lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I like the little attention.
Yeah, I like, oh look,
I'm about to do something.
Look, what's gonna happen? What, did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, so,
Fantastic.
yeah, be proud of your posterior.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Show off the booty.
Yeah, show it off. It's a good thing. All right, so I think that's my
I
list.
think that was it.
Yep. I did want to end with one, it's an exercise. So to isolate your glutes, there's tons of them, and we've done this before, but I just want to remind you this one, it can be done very quickly. Sometimes you don't have room, or you don't feel like sitting on the floor, and all that. This one you just have to squat. So what's going to happen is we go down into a nice wide squat, and it feels good right now to do that. Okay, and then you're just, so widen your knees, turn everything out. Now just take your knees and open them further. Back, back, back. And guess what muscle has to do that? Your glute. So open, open, open. This one is fantastic. And what it targets, is the upper.
Yeah.
Because, we do the lay down, we do the wide second, we do the there's so many positions where we squeeze, and we're learning to isolate our glutes. It's probably time for another glute class.
Maybe, yeah.
Coming
It's
up
been a
soon.
while since
It's been a while, so yeah.
The finding your glutes
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one of the
That was a
few
fun-
months
yeah. So to find one that specifically targets the medius and the minimus, the upper one, that's the tricky one. All right. So if you're here, because see, this one's engaged, this one's holding you up. So when you open from here and squeeze, you're gonna feel it right. Do you feel like on the curve of the butt and then up above, right there? It's just squeeze, 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 squeeze. It's so good. Do you feel that?
Yeah, and I also feel how not strong these are compared to these. Because these ones are very strong. These ones are like, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, it's not as strong.
Yeah.
So that particular one was a recent discovery for me. And then its cousin is same position, toes forward now. Knees and toes forward, still wide squat. Push down. I may not do this because my feet are slippery. I've got a bunch of socks on, but you can do it. Push into the floor now. Try to spread the floor. Oh, here we go. Spread the floor apart under your feet. Whoa. I am spreading the floor.
Not a good position to laugh in.
I know. Wait, okay.
This is
Do it again. I'm going to take my shoes off.
Trying not to laugh.
Okay, so
you're trying to squeeze?
yeah, so push down and then apart.
Oh,
So you feel?
Yeah.
So what happens is it goes up the side of your hip.
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on, I'm still here. I'm here.
This is a fun position to be frozen in.
All right, here we are. So where you feel this one is all back in here. And if you have a slippery floor, just get on your yoga mat and push down into the mat and try to tear the mat in half under your legs. Right? Just push into and try to tear it in half. And this one you do like a 5 or 8 second hold and then release. And then hold and then release. Your glutes and legs will, plus you're in a squat.
Yeah.
So you'll be super happy.
It's a cool one.
I'm noticing the results. Well, I've been doing it for about a month or so.
Yeah.
Now, I'm getting great results because at first it was, okay, I don't feel anything. I can't, okay, it's going to happen sooner or later, but I don't feel it. By the 3rd week, bam! Like, yes. Yeah, it really works. So those are 2 exercises for you to really build the strength and endurance and learn how to find your glute muscles because they're super, super important.
Yes,
okay?
indeed.
Yes. All right, I think we're good.
Yeah, I wanted to read one comment because I wanted to save it for when you... It was something that Louisa said when we were doing before the coffee grinder.
Yeah.
She said Meleah used to do this beautiful walk at Marrakesh.
Oh, I did.
And said her tummy was so close to the tables, it was mesmerizing.
Oh,
yes.
Years and years at Marrakesh, decades at Marrakesh. And I did do that move a lot because that happens to be table height. And it's like, okay, check it out. This is, all right, this is great.
Nice.
Because my butt was right on their table. Oh, yeah, because everybody was sitting on the floor.
Right.
They were kind of low. Thank you, honey. That was really sweet. All right,
great
anything else that we've covered everything, I think?
Yes, we covered everything.
What's my list?
There was one thing we did want to ask about. Thanks the day before Thanksgiving class. That was something you wanted to talk about.
All right, so think about this. If you already know, just type it in and let me know. Because next Wednesday is Thanksgiving Eve, right? And although Thanksgiving's kind of a mess this year, there may still be some gatherings and there may be some cooking happening. You know, it might be just Larry and I, or we might just go for a hike. Sometimes I don't eat on Thanksgiving. I do the opposite.
Yeah,
I just go.
That's right. You do like the next day.
I do a fast and I just don't eat. But anyway, what I want to know is, do you want to dance the night before Thanksgiving? Some people want to dance because yes, we want to work, and others know I'm knee deep in yams, potatoes, and green beans, and prepping my stupid turkey.
And
right.
Family dynamics.
Yeah, that's right.
Those two,
all that stuff. So let me know if we've got a few people that want to dance, and of course we'll have class. But if people don't really, if they're all going to watch it later, then I'll just take the night off as well. And I'm fine either way. I'm happy to dance, and I don't really want to cook. I want Larry to do it. So I'm happy either way. So just let me know if you know already. Type it in. I'll be asking again on Saturday, and then we'll figure it out.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there is class on Saturday, obviously.
Yeah, Saturday I'll see you. We'll be happening.
Saturday at 6 o'clock?
Yep, Saturday at 6. We'll do something else fun as soon as I figure out what it's going to be.
And also, we said it before, but it's been a while. Meleah takes requests too. If there's something you want to learn,
I sure do. Yeah.
And then Meleah can maybe work it into something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I was looking at some of the old videos when I was doing stuff on YouTube, and I remember that was one of the
things. So can we go over this again, or can we do this again, or Yes. And we will.
And then speaking of YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed to Meleah's channel, and you get all these videos.
So many.
And with a beautiful list of what's in each move, so you can, write those in your notes and things like that. And thumbs up and like and follow and share and all that, and do the same for this video.
You have so much homework to do. So you can't just watch and enjoy. You have work to do. This takes work.
Yes, indeed it does. Oh, and then if you wanna make a donation or anything, Meleah's Venmo info is on all the videos.
Oh yeah, it's there. And thank you. Is Sarah still here? Hopefully, Sarah. Thank you for your donation. That was lovely. So much appreciated. And thank you, Susan. Those are the two that came in the other day. And that was really helpful. Basically, it pays Nikki to process all the videos and publicize them. If you notice, they're all over the world, right? They're on all the dance channels. They're stories, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That takes quite a bit of time. So I think each video is what, 2 to 3 hours per video. So it really helps to give her some income so she can help me.
Yeah.
Right?
And then I of course want to help you because, we want to get more people in your
Yeah,
classes.
we do.
Which is the beautiful thing about it's crazy because it's a crazy time, but you even said yourself, being able to work with people and see people you haven't
it's so nice.
forever.
The people I have not seen. Yeah, on my Thursday morning class, I've got a couple students. They're all back east now. They used to dance here in San Diego, and they're in my class.
That's wonderful.
And it's just wow. That could never have happened before. So I'm excited. All right, have a great evening, and I will see you in a few days.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I'll say bye. I'm gonna just check the comments and see if there's anything particular.
If there's any particular questions or anything I need to
No
deal with.
particular questions.
Okay.
But Abby and Sarah already said they down for.
They want to dance?
Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah.
good. All right.
And Sarah is here, and she said upper body isolations would be great.
Oh, ooh, now we haven't done that. Okay.
Oh, and then Louisa asked how to donate. Just by Venmo. Meleah has Venmo.
So what I'll do is I'll just type it in the comments. I'll put my Venmo there, or if you have PayPal, I'll put it there too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Excellent. And then I'll go back this way now.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon. Have a great night.